I stand complete, yet I am divided. I speak in the tongue of the obvious, yet I am verbally illiterate in my other. For I have been suppressed, I have been cheated, I have been deceived. But I am the oppressor, I am the cheater, the liar. I am lost in this present, confused, confuzzled. So I look back to the past only to find that I stumbled. You see, when part A of me took what the other once had, lied, deceived, part B became mad. After some speeches, some alcohol and ill-fitting prose, part A went and stole, which we forgot to disclose. So easily, so simply, as quick as could be, and boom, suddenly we became a colony. For a colonised state we now had become, all hail the Queen, the mighty Vic One. Now part B was furious, running about, prancing around with my bum hanging out, deemed underdeveloped, deprived and distressed. Part A didn't realise we didn't know best. So quite naturally, quickly, a fight was begun and raged many years before they became one. And although one piece they may be, standing before you, me, I am still conflicted because, am I really free? Are we free to be? I am white. I am the symbol of the oppressor, the racist, the problem. I am not the perception of a victim. I am the majority, the white man. Externally, in my current form, I represent the sheltered, the contribution, a mere statistic that outnumbers the minorities within society. I am as white as the smoke that escaped the guns that I used all those years ago, the guns I held with pride, the guns I took and aimed and shot another part of myself with. For no longer am I the dormant embryo inside of my tipuna as they died in the hands of their oppressors, myself. For when I look to my past, I am not met with unity or guidance, but confronted with division. For I am Māori. But where do these two worlds meet? Where do they mesh and meld into one so that we as a society can be considered in union? Like the physical representation of my being. Titiro whakamuri ki anga whakamua. To face the future, look to the past. To face our future, I look to my past. Within it, I've experienced pain, division, oppression, the horrors of colonisation, racism. I must move forward, we must move forward, look beyond the separation within myself. A conflict of races based on ethnic prejudice and misguided, inevitable judgment. In Aotearoa, we come from a place of division. From the very day of the corrupt signing of Te Titiro Waitangi, we cemented an already separate society. From 1877 until 1951, there was a separate census for Māori, and it was not until 1945 that we received full old age and widows' pensions. One part of me, my European white part, took pleasure in this exclusion. I shut my Māori part out, made certain that bars, cinemas, swimming pools and hotels sometimes excluded Māori. Made sure that some properties were not available to rent. I didn't allow part of me to speak in my native tongue. I suppressed my own culture, deemed myself below me because I was white. Ironically, I didn't realise that one day those brown people I was excluding would actually become me in the form of my descendant. That descendant stands here before you today. Yes, I am white, I am Māori, but I am me. Racism is real. Racism is not a mere concept. Racism occurs daily. We see this in all stages of life, from the seemingly insignificant childhood chants and the playground taunts to the snide, unaware comments that we hear from young and old alike on a daily basis. In 20 years from now, we must reach a place where we are all equal, a mutual agreement where every citizen is treated for their contributions, their achievements, where Aotearoa won't require a quota system or ethnic filtering because we will all be equal. There will be no comments, no stares, no questions. This is the future we need to envision. We must start now to secure this future, for unfortunately, we still have so far to go. Just over a year ago, Aotearoa endured her darkest day. A horrific act of terrorism saw innocent lives stolen in a house of prayer in Christchurch. Immediately following this heinous attack, social media came alive with condolences. Two of the main messages that stuck were the expressions, "This is not us," and "They are us." No, we are not proud of this aspect, but this is us. We are a country in denial. Islamophobia exists here. Racism exists here. As a Māori with white skin, I don't personally experience it, but it pains me that so many people who are close to me do. Just as my white ancestors fought my Māori ones, racism exists here. We must first address the blatant separation occurring within society today in order to secure our ideal racism-free future. They are us. Of course they are us. So why did it need to be reinforced? Who is us? All New Zealanders? Because if all New Zealanders are us, then were they not us before the attack? If this same thing had happened to white New Zealanders, would we be saying they are us? Exactly. We are all immigrants sharing one whenua. We must reach a place of true unity. And I don't mean the unified society we call ourselves now. I mean a society where we are not bogged down by racist and bigoted, judgmental views. If I can't look within my own past to face a racism-free future, then I must look elsewhere. 57 years ago, a man stood on a podium and said, "I have a dream." It seems the whole world marvelled, said they had dreams too, played along with his proposition and decided that we would try and make a change, an eradication of racial prejudice. But at that same time, it was proclaimed that if a dream it is, then a dream it shall be. You see, 5 years later, that same man was shot and killed for his courage for his mission. And 52 years on from Martin Luther King Jr.'s day of death, we are still fighting this issue. We are still dreaming. Yes, we have progressed, but we still have so far to go. These are the past leaders we draw on to face our future with. E tū ki te keo te waka ka pāki a koe e ngā ngaro o te wā. Stand at the stern of the canoe and feel the spray of the future biting at your face. These leaders of the past stood on their vessels to face the future. We too must feel the hope and unity that so drove their mission. I am not yet complete. Physically, I stand as a whole, but I am not equal. In the future, I dream that we will be equal, truly equal, and in a day and age that relies on its youth. As rangatahi, we must pursue that highest mountain, the tip of that peak. For one day, I believe we will truly be complete.